In this session, I'm going to tell you how to add the enemy health bar. Now, let's go to the prefab enemy and grab one of your enemies here so we can add a health slider. So, you are on the world base. So, you also can either go to prefab and say unpack completely, and then again bring it here and delete the previous one, or you can click on that and then go to add. Directly add it here. So you have different ways to correct the prefab. So now we have something like this. Let me bring the slider here to the game view. Make it smaller. Now the enemy move. That. So and I go to fill area and make that red. Is it? Yes. Let's go to the enemy because the codes are there. Add enemy health. Scene script enemy. I think we had enemy health before, but yes, let me completely delete it and start over. Just like the player health that we had, okay, the slider value. Do you remember player health? Don't know about. So we can bring this code from player health to enemy health. Where is that? Script. health. Okay. Should we also need that for the enemy? Yes. And is alive. Yeah. Animation here. We can add it here so whenever the enemy takes the damage, we say anim that set trigger hurt. Yes, that is hurt. That's it. You see that it works. And whenever I hit, oh, you say that because we also need to go to the player enemy AI and say, okay, if you are not alive, you should return. So we do it here. It's a private enemy health, enemy, and we say enemy equals to get component enemy. Go to here. Me so that it would be dead sooner. So there was the enemy attack. Sword damage. I can make it 30. Both of them are correct. Or just make 90. Out. To still here. So we go to enemy health. Set trigger death. But nothing happens. Either I can say, okay, die, and after, for example, 2 seconds, destroy the game object. I can use that, or for that I've told you, and write the method for destroy and add it there. But let's write the code for want to use a previous method that was adding to the animation like this, then you have to make it public. But we don't want to use, we actually use public void destroy enemy invoke, for example. Go to enemy health and say, um, where is that enemy health? Oh, I didn't save the code. So then you can add it there. I say that just to review that all of them are possible. And so, okay, enemy health method and destroy enemy. All right, you can do that. If you think that that was too much, you can make it 1. And even you can deactivate the collider and the rigid body so that it wouldn't make that the player wouldn't even there's still a collider. Pulls down. And I'll do that. So just make sure that the frame something like that. And go here. For example, okay, I unpack that. I think that it was it. No, that was this. So I delete that and again drag it around with here. Um, and you also need to do for each of your enemies. Don't forget that you add the enemy health and also that slider. For example, you can bring it in here. Here, more stronger. Here, make sure that you health bar. They have a health bar here. Methods in another course, so you'll be familiar with possible